Right, let's get this breaking news then concerning Manchester City. Let's go live to Ben Ransom at the club's training ground. Good to see you, Ben. So what can you tell us?
Yeah, I can tell you that Ilkay Gundogan is once again a Manchester City player. The news confirmed in the last couple of moments. The deal is now complete, bringing him back from Barcelona after his 1 year at the Camp Nou, where he was obviously a massive part of this Manchester City team under Pep Guardiola. He's been absolutely fantastic, so popular, helped them clinch the treble. Obviously, his last official act in a Manchester City shirt was to lift the Champions League trophy as part of that incredible 2023 season. Won the Premier League to such adulation from the City fans. And then it was his 2 goals, if you remember, at Wembley against Manchester United. They got the second part of that treble jigsaw sorted. He's a player that's incredibly popular here. Played 304 matches for Manchester City, scoring 60 goals, including those 2 at Wembley. And in 2022, you might remember another couple of goals, in particular the winner against Aston Villa in that 3-2 win. They came from 2 down to win the Premier League title that year as well. This is a deal that's happened really, really quickly for Ilkay Gundogan. He was essentially told that he wouldn't be first choice at Barcelona, and because of their financial issues, they're having registering players within the squad, he was essentially told he could leave on a free transfer despite having 2 years left on his Barcelona contract. That prompted a call to Pep Guardiola a few days ago, and then since then it's been a really swift deal to conclude. Gundogan's agent, his uncle, flew here. He was here on Tuesday at the City Football Academy negotiating that 1-year contract with the option of a further 12 months. By Wednesday afternoon, Gundogan was on a plane from Barcelona to Manchester, and then he was pictured at a Manchester city centre restaurant with Pep Guardiola. They had a 50-minute meeting. I'm sure they enjoyed some pretty good food, maybe a drop of red wine as well that night. It's been a very quick deal to do because of that relationship between manager and player. Remember, they lived next door to each other for a number of years during Gundogan's stint here previously. Yesterday was the medical, and then it's just been about waiting for the formalities to be concluded. Well, this morning they have been. We got some quotes from Manchester City. The director of football, Ziki Bagiristan, has said that Ilkay simply is one of the finest professionals I've ever worked with. His dedication to football and his approach to every single training session is something special. He's also an exceptional midfielder, and that's the key, isn't it? Manchester City were slightly light in that central midfield area. They were looking for someone to come in and maybe help take the load off Rodri, maybe help take the load off the attacking players, in particular after the departures of Julian Alvarez and Oscar Bobb's untimely injury at the start of the season. Well, Gundogan's shown during his stint here, his 7 years here previously, he can play in a number of positions. He can be relied upon to play in that pivot. He can be relied upon to play further forward as required. He's even played as a false 9 at times, hasn't he, Ilkay Gundogan? He's a model professional, turns 34 in October. So this is a short-term solution, but it's a player that will fit straight back into what Pep Guardiola wants to do here. He's played so many games, so many important games, including winning those 12 major trophies. So he will wear the number 19 as a squad number this season. Obviously, the fact that this has been concluded before midday means that we have to check this, but it looks as though that's all been confirmed in time for him to potentially be involved in the squad straight away for that game against Ipswich Town at the Etihad tomorrow. What is great is that it means that we can speak openly to Pep Guardiola about the return of Ilkay Gundogan. The press conference from Manchester City ahead of that game will be from 12:30, and of course we will bring it to you live here on Sky Sports.